I stopped taking Zepbound after a year and a half and losing over 90 pounds plus on my Zepbound journey. Let me explain why. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping, and I stopped Zepbound not intentionally, it was completely accidentally. And I feel like a complete nitwit, so bear with me being a nitwit in this video and coming clean because maybe it might happen to you, maybe not, maybe not. I have tested for you guys a ton of different travel cases for Zepbound, and I was traveling for work. I traveled out to Las Vegas for a work function. Some of you guys know Alex Hormozy or Layla Hormozy, if you're business people, I went to go out to Las Vegas to go to their corporate headquarters for many days. Got to meet with the creative director of Mr. Beast. It was awesome. Anyways, former creative director with Mr. Beast. Very, very cool. But as I was leaving, it was really early in the morning and I didn't grab my pen, and it was shot day. And I was going to take my pen and just take it with me and take it that night when I got to the hotel. It never made it into my carry-on bag, which I fly a bunch for work. And so I'm well versed with taking my pen with me. And then also the compound, I'm also been on compound with me. And so well versed of using those travel cases to easily pop them into my travel bag. And I left it at home. So I ended up not taking my shot for over, how many days total was it? It was 11 days. It was, is that right math? Yeah, 4 days beyond my shot date. Yep. And so on this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that happened to me as a result of this. And I promise I'm going to share everything with you guys if this happens to happen to you, or if you're thinking about going off Zepbound, of what may be in store for you with it. 1, I was hungry. At this point, it was day 7 of my injection. And I'm on pen. By the way, I had been on compounds. I was able to get pens, just to clarify. I know that's confusing for some people. With the shortage, I am hustling like you guys are to try to see if I can get the pens. If I'm not, then do the compound. They had them at my local pharmacy, so I was able to get pens anyways, because I know that's confusing of being on Mounjaro because of the Mounjaro shortage on Zepbound, because of the Zepbound shortage on the compound tirzepatide. And so more on that in a minute. But number 1, the hunger. Y'all, I'm not near, and I always ask people when they come back and they're like, I am so hungry. I'm like, are you near your cycle? Is that part of it? No, that's not part of this at all. It's just I really got very hungry, more hungry than I normally do, which is normal, by the way. We know for facts, like let's keep it factually accurate for Zepbound, that the half-life dose is on day 5, 6, and 7. So that's normal. So this is at day 7. So I'm feeling hungry, but by day 8, I'm hungry. I am in this amazing, it's literally a dream come true of what got to do. It was so cool. But I'm focusing on the back end of food. And that's not like me. The last year and a half, like I can go to this video, this woman here on the right, the reprieve that I immediately got from taking tirzepatide, Mounjaro Zepbound, was so awesome. And to then be like, oh my gosh, this food, like, whoom, it was like a tidal wave for me of like, I wanted to eat. And I was eating to counterbalance that. So usually I ask people if this happens where you're like, I'm so hungry. 1, is it near your cycle? 2, what's your protein? And even while traveling, I still did focus on eating a high protein diet. And yes, I was out of the norm. I wasn't near my proffies and my protein coffees and my protein shakes, because y'all know I'm obsessed with Bioptimizer's their protein shake. So focusing more on food, that was really weird to me. And I didn't like it. Like at all. I'm like, oh, I was literally like sitting in my seat. I don't know if you guys have seen Inside Out 2. And I was like shrinking down like one of those Inside Out 2 characters, the blue one, where she's like, ooh, that was me. And I was questioning myself then because I was hungry. I was focusing on food. And then it was taking me out of the game, basically. 2, with Zepbound for me, and there's been so many studies done on this. They're preliminary studies, but more studies are coming out about how GLP-1 medication for people is helping stop smoking and with alcohol use and a ton of other things of where your brain can be consumed with those thoughts. And same thing with food addicts and food addiction. For me, the calming of the brain has been so helpful. I have said this all along that my businesses have exploded as a result of that calming of the brain from GLP-1 medication. It has been one of the biggest blessings for me. And so to not have that calm brain of where I felt like the chaos was back. If you've seen my video on food chatter or food noise, that was coming back. I was in the hotel. 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, maybe I should order room service. If you guys follow me on Instagram, in the morning I was showing ordering my protein packed breakfast. I got to use this cool iPad. Anyways, and I was thinking, I was like, maybe I should order room service. And then I'm like, no, actually, I'm not going to order room service at 11 o'clock at night. But that calming of that brain to help stop the food chatter, stop the food noise. Now, to be fair, that food chatter at nighttime, that was on day, let me make sure I'm being accurate, day 10 of not having my shot. That's for me, which everybody's different, and some people are, everybody's different. And I've said for months now, Zepbound 15 milligrams is not the highest dose for me. I am at, like, I am normally, my life, this is different than what it was when I first started GLP-1 medication. I have now, how do I phrase this? I'm struggling more because the appetite suppression has lessened, and I'm just hungrier. I'm hungrier, and I wish I could titrate up, and there's nowhere for me to go. And I've done tons of videos on that, so I'm not going to labor on that. But if I was at a higher dose, I don't think also that this day 10 thing of me thinking about ordering room service would have happened. And is this going to happen for everybody? No, everybody's body's different. Want to make sure I definitely say that. Number 3. Because I was eating more, I gained weight. When I came back, I had gained 5 pounds. Is that partially because of just traveling and, just, yes. I mean, having that and not having like more salty foods and things like that, the weight retention, yes. Will that easily come off? Yes. That will be gone probably in the next couple of days. It's not legitimate weight gain because I was traveling with it, but nonetheless, that's what the scale says. So just to share that. Did I gain maybe a pound or 2? So am I technically at lost 88 pounds from GLP-1 medication and not lost 90 pounds? Technically, for people who are like, yes. For me, like tomato, like it's around, like technically, yes. So one of those things that I'm doing this week is Join Fridays. They are my telehealth provider who provides for me my medications and also compounds. They do both, brand names and compounds. They have included in their membership a ton of coaching stuff, included in the cost of your membership. I used to pay, it's $99 per month for Join Fridays. Check the pricing though on their website. I'll link it down below. Use the discount code QUEEN. They have coaching. I had paid for a dietitian hundreds of dollars a month. And so they have a weekly dietitian group coaching calls included in the membership price. 4 of them usually. Sometimes there's, depending on the schedule, but typically it's once a week. That's hundreds of dollars, just that. So I will be on the dietitian call, and then they have other movement things, and they have a ton of coaching that deal with the mental, physical, food. They are continuing ongoing education with it, not only in my humble opinion or the leaders in telehealth, but for me, this weight loss thing is not just about giving the medications. For me, it's about changing my life and making permanent lifestyle changes with it. And so that's why I like Join Fridays, is because it's all encompassing of the food, the body, and the mind with it as well, not just the prescription. However, it's been incredibly helpful to be able to go during the shortages to Zepbound, to the tirzepatide compound, and then back now to Zepbound with that. Super helpful. I highly recommend them. They've been amazing. I've used them now, gosh, for forever, since back in 2023. They've been awesome. And the compound pharmacy I've used is Red Rock Pharmacy. Love them. That's been an awesome experience. And then getting my prescriptions, it's easy peasy. And then with their new portal too, it's been really simple. Just simple. That's my experience, strength, and hope. So with the weight loss on there, I have tools to help me with that. Number 4, hot flashes. I don't know if this is just because I'm perimenopausal or whatever. I'm like, those are starting for me. I don't know if that's a correlation or not, but that was joyous last night. I'm like, what? Or is it just too dang hot in my house and they can't put up the thermostat? I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. Click that subscribe button and I'll keep you posted. And number 5, my anxiety, and which I had talked about it for point number 2 of that calming of the brain. For me, my anxiety came back, and I've had that on and off throughout my life of being anxious and depression. And so having that reprieve with my anxiety has been a gift. So having it back because of the anxiety came from not having, and then I'm like, what is going to happen? Like, just off to the races with the squirrel cage. Da, 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 da. And so taking a pause and beat for me now, I've had to really counterbalance that of more prayer, more exercise, because that calms my brain, more meditation, and talking with like my spiritual advisor and close trusted friends also to help me get out of this anxiety. So I don't have to sit in it. Don't have to. And if you have anxiety and depression, you know, you don't have to sit in it. There's resources. Once I know, like, okay, I don't have to sit in this. But that's been my experience. I'm back on it, grateful to say. Giddy up on that train. And I'm focusing, and I don't like to talk just negative. I want to be solution oriented because that's what we are here at Countess of Shopping. We don't talk about problems, just problems. We also talk about solutions. The solution is I'm focusing on exercise and protein, things I can control, things I can change, things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. Those are the things I can change this week. And I'm really excited. So, sweet friends, that's what happened when I was off for the unintentionally. And then I was like, maybe I could get my prescription shipped to Vegas. And I couldn't with what I was doing for work too. I needed to be focusing on work stuff. So, and I worked till late at night. I was up very early and not till, which was great. It was good. So, and if you know Alex Hermosi and Layla Hermosi, they're amazing too. Like being in their space was awesome. And the former creative director for Mr. Beast was also, oh my gosh, you're going to see some cool things here at Countess of Shopping. I'm excited. And also on my blog and Pinterest and the group and all of it. It's great things are coming here at Countess of Shopping. So if you found value in this video, make sure you give it like and click subscribe. And if you have friends on GLP-1 medication, share this with them too. Sweet friends, your accountability question, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Tell me down in the description link below. And number 2, your emoji of the day is going to be a high five, because sometimes we just need high fives. If you made it this far in the video, that's like our bat signal that you've made it this far. And it helps me to get to know you better because I truly do care. I love our community. I love you so much. If you're watching this video, I truly do care about you and our community. And I will also pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thoughts. So today's emoji of the day is high five. I'm off to go over to my mom's house for a brunch. So I'm going to skedoodle right now. We're going to follow up this conversation over in the free encouragement group, the private free Facebook group. That's also linked down below, as is the Join Fridays link too, with that discount code QUEEN. Sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.